Did Kraken miss the boat? Hello everyone. With the super exciting news that CDC listed moons, will you be switching to use them more in the future? I use a number of exchanges, currently Kraken primarily, but have also used Coinbase, Binance and CDC before. But CDC have caught my interest again with this first mover advantage for a very big exchange. Seems like a really smart move for CDC since there are 6.5 million users on RCC. So, will you be moving your business to CDC, or will you continue to use whatever exchange you are currently using regardless of them listing moons anytime soon? I opened CDC just to see moons lists there and I was like, holy shit lol. Part of Kraken's appeal is they don't immediately list any old coin. When moons are on there, you know things are getting serious. I'm praying one day Coinbase will list moons. No. They make money on fees, Terry's not many moons up for exchange so they aren't late to anything. Nope, it's just a start of moons being listed in exchanges. Day traders will be flocking to those exchanges and they will make their money through fees. It's so weird and exciting to see moons at the top of top gainers list in CDC app, with 150 growth at 43 cents. I think they will list soon. Kraken earned so many moons for posting here, they already have their moon liquidity pool for the token launch, smiley face. Miss the boat? No. But since I am already used or CDC, this is great news for me. Kraken is one of if not the best. I don't think it will hurt them too much. This is only the beginning. Release the Kraken. Nah, this is just the start. CDC put the first foot forward. The boat just arrived. Everyone can be right on time. It still pains me losing 214 moons back in March because I sent them to mistakenly on Arbnova network. If anything, it'll speed up a potential Kraken listing. Kraken will be fine, they are probably just doing their due diligence before they list. Kraken and other exchanges will list them soon enough of moons keep building up the momentum. Kraken even rented banner space on this sub, and CDC still beat them to the punch. Do you guys think Coinbase will list moons? They are probably having hard time acquiring moons for a listing. CDC took a lot of flack with their cuts, but platform works really well. I will be using it. I use CDC, so that's good for me, but I would use Kraken as well, all good news. I doubt this sub is going to stop preaching the holiness of Kraken. Everyone here loves them. Kraken will list and the people will rejoice. I think I missed the boat, not Kraken. Moons to the moon. You can have multiple wallets, why not both? Kraken is one of the boats. No. They definitely did not miss the boat by not being the first exchange to list moons. It's been like 2 days. The rocket is still fueling up, plenty of time to catch a ride. Yes, they did. They procrastinated for almost a year. I expect them to list very soon. Quality over quantity. Kraken has very high standards when listing crypto. They'll be fine. No, they're probably next. I will happily welcome Kraken to still list moons. I get we're also all very excited, but the community is still quite small and tiny compared to everything else, but also means we have more room to grow. They've missed the opportunity to board 6.2 million bots and alt accounts and maybe 300k real users. Still a lot. But not quite as many as it seems on paper. They still have time though. The boat is still at the short bud. Still plenty of time. Kraken I think would be next, and fingers crossed for Coinbase, but that's a pretty big fish. We're going to need a bigger boat. CDC is just the first. More will follow them. Release the Kraken, Octopus. Kraken just haven't listed us yet. We'll get on there, too. Kraken will most likely list moons ASAP. It would be a good idea for every sex to list moons. They can make money on every trade. This is just the beginning and the price might exceed our expectations during the next bull run. No, I'm gonna keep my moons in my vault to not fuck up my karma ratio. They are far too active on this sub to not list. Just a matter of time in my opinion. Everyone can get on the boat. The more listings the better. For me, Kraken CDC. It's been like a day, give it some time. Biding their time, like some sort of glorious sea beast. I'm 100% sure that Kraken will list moons sooner or later. Missed the boat? It's still day one. Won't be moving my moons anywhere for a while regardless, so I'll have my pick of exchanges when the time comes. Eventually they'll all lost them. Just need to be patient. No need to sign up for an exchange for a single coin in my opinion anyway. I would say that nobody is late for moons. Mexic already had moons. CDC is a great step, but not enough to get me to switch. Bruh, there's plenty of time, there's space for plenty exchanges to support moons. You Kraken support, you still have time. The majority of the sub prefers you, this will cement it. No, they will also list moons, winking face. Kraken doesn't need a boat to ride the waves. It's still really early. Kraken can still have fun. No, but I swapped all my rando coins on CDC to moons just because I could. I like Kraken more than all the other crypto exchanges anyway. I'm with Kraken. Not opening any other accounts. My moons are mine at the moment. No one missed the boat. The boat is just setting sail. We'll see a pump and a crash here with a much higher floor. Then next bull run we'll see the real pump. Make it happen baby, you Kraken support. Certainly not missed, but first mover has huge advantages especially in this space. Still can't deposit moon on CDC yet. No, Kraken didn't miss the boat, they certainly shot themselves in the foot by waiting so long. But CDC is still far inferior emo. I ain't switching shit because I use both. I always liked CDC as, even though they made some boo-boos, they never talked shit about others and kept doing their thing. Kraken is Kraken. Can't find any fault with them besides the low number of fucking pairs with USDC. What's up with that shit? I'm definitely not going to use an exchange for just a listing. I've waited this long, I can wait a little longer. Need to step back a little and look at more than our CC users and current moon holders. No boat has been missed, but an opportunity for sure. The longer it takes them and others to list it, the bigger the opportunity cost is going to be. I use CDC for buying, but I generally use choosing beggar for anything else. Kraken kept giving me a bunch of KYC problems, so I can't use them anyway. Having said that, Kraken get in, loser, we're listing moons, rocket. We'll still wait for Kraken. I don't expect them to list moons in a day and write them off if they don't. Slow and steady wins the race, and I feel Kraken has been following that motto since inception. They won't be far behind. I wouldn't doubt Coinbase as well. Don't worry. Soon they will release the Kraken. They will do it for sure, fire. Why not both? Why not all major exchanges? Moons won't have the volume you might think on Kraken. Kraken lists, in it'll pump, slow bleed, volume dries up again, Kraken makes no money. I'm kinda sad that Kraken wasn't first. Kraken is just smart enough to wait for the first big sell wave before listing. Be patient, Kraken is following. I mean, you can't buy on CDC, right? Isn't it just the price tracker listed? I can't trade moons on my app. I am sure Kraken will list soon enough. I think a left field announcement like was good for moons overall, as I know some folks on this sub have already asked Kraken about a listing.